everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. So today we're going to be making a dinner dress, and before I start I would like to say happy new year to every one of you out there. We thank God for making us to see another great year. 2018 has been a great year for me and my family, and we pray that this year also will be a greater year for each and every one of us. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Thank you for supporting me from the beginning up to now, and I hope the journey will continue, and I pray God Almighty will bless and support you all, and by His grace I promise to upload more videos. So we pray that this 2019 will be a greater year for each and every one of us, that whatsoever we are looking unto God for, that God Almighty will supply it for us. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. So let's get to business. So I'm using this lace fabric. It's a little bit stretchy, so I'll be using 3 yards of this, 3 yards of lining. So I'll be adding this fringe to the dress. So I'm gonna fold the fabric into 2. I'll be cutting out the front panel, then I'll use the front one to cut out the back side. I'll cut out the upper part. I'll be joining it because the fabric is not long enough. I'll start by taking the shoulder measurement. The shoulder measurement is 16 inches divided by 2, which is 8 inches plus ½ inch seam allowance, that is 8.5 inches. I'll mark my 8.5 inches here. Now we'll take 4.5 inches for the neckline. I will take 4 inches for the depth. So I'm taking 4 inches for the neck depth. So I'll connect the lines together. I will take 1 inch for shoulder slope on this side. I'll mark my shoulder slope here. So right from this place I will take my armhole. The armhole measurement is 18 inches divided by 2, which is 9 inches. Now I'll draw a line here. So from shoulder to bust is 10 inches plus ½ inch seam allowance, that is 10.5 inches. From shoulder to waist is 17 inches plus ½ inch seam allowance, that is 17.5 inches. So we add 1 inch again, that is 18 inches for the down part. So I'm going to be placing the circumference measurement. The bust measurement is 43 inches divided by 4, which is 10.75. Then I'll add 2 inches for sewing allowance, that is 12.75. The waist measurement is 36 inches divided by 2, which is 9 inches, and plus 2 inches seam allowance, that is 11 inches. And connect from the bust to the waist measurement. I'll go ahead and cut it out. Cut the armhole. I'll use this to cut out the back side. Just place it the same way I cut out this. I will only add 2 inches on this side for zipper allowance. So I will fold this and set this aside. So we'll go ahead and cut out the down part. So I'll go ahead and fold the fabric into 2 again, because we're going to be cutting out the down part. So I'll be making the down part, I'll be cutting out the down part like a line. So I'll go ahead and place the measurement. I'm starting right from here. To the down part, the length is 46 inches. So I'm gonna take the measurement now. So the waist measurement is 36 inches divided by 4, which is 9 inches. Then I'll be adding 2 inches for seam allowance. That is 11 inches. Then I'll add 1 inch that the waistline. Let me just make a roll it here. So from waist to hip is 8 inches. So on this 8 inches, I'll place the hip measurement. The hip measurement is 46 inches divided by 4 is 11.5 inches plus 2 inches sewing allowance. That is 13.5 inches. Now connect this to this. Connect the waistline to the hip line. I will take the A line right from the knee measurement. Yeah, the A line will start right from the 22 inches from the waist line. I will mark 22 inches. That is the knee measurement, 2 inches below the knee measurement. So this 22 inches, and I'll connect this hip measurement to this knee line. Then from the knee, I will extend it to the ends of this fabric. So I'm making it as a line. So right from the knee measurement, I will draw this line and connect it to the other side to where the fabric ends. Let me measure the down side. Let me see how many inches the down part is. So the down part here is 23 inches. Let's see, I extended it 2 inches below the knee measurement to the other side. Now I'll be cutting this out. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. So I'll use the front one to cut the back panel. So I folded the fabric again into two. This is the front down part, this is the front one. So I place it against the back one. So this is the folded edge and this side is the folded edge. So I left about 8 inches here because I will be adding a tail to the back side. So I will go ahead and take my 1 inch zipper allowance on this side. This is the folded edge. So I will just mark 1 inch for zipper allowance. When I get to where I extended it, this is where I extended it. When I get to this place, then I will take my measurement. I'm adding about 7 inches tail to the dress. So this is 7 inches. And this place is left empty. You fold your fabric into two. Make sure you have more fabric on this side. So this is where I will draw the tail. So this is 1 inch measurement for zipper allowance. This is where I extended the A line. Right from here, I will take my ruler and extend it to meet that 7 inches. It's just a little tail I'm adding to it, not too much. So right from here, this is where the first one ends. The first one, that is the front one, this is where it ends. Then right from there, I will add about 5 to 6 inches to it again. That is the long tail, that's the tail. Then here, I will draw it, take it from here. So I will draw it, take it from there to meet this end here. so that if I'm joining the both sides, they will be equal. So just take it like so and extend it to the tail. This is the back side and this is the front one for the down part. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. So here I will cut this place like so also. So this is the little tea I added to it, and this side still remain equal. This place is splitted into two now, that is where the zip will go through. So I will set them aside. I will cut out the lining the same way I cut out the fabric. I finished cutting out everything and I cut out the lining as well. I cut out the lining the same way I cut the fabric. So this is the front side. And I use the lining to turn the neckline. So this is the lining. I've done a series of videos on this. So I use the lining to turn the neckline. I sew the lining here, then turn it to the other side. This is the front panel, the upper part. This is the down part. So I'll fold it into two. And take my dart measurement. I'm taking 4.5 inches, that is the bust palm. 4 inches is the bust palm, then plus half inch seam allowance, that is 4.5 inches. So I'll mark my 4.5 inches. I'll take it right from the shoulder, come down 1 inch from the bust line. So I have to pin it. So I'll turn it to the other side. So I'll still take 4.5 inches. This is the midpoint. I folded it into two. I'm taking 4.5 inches on this side as well. And come down 1 inch from the bust line. 7 inches is the front length. So I'll pin it. So I'll do the same thing to the back panel. So this is the front one. I will fold it into two for the midpoint. That's the down part. This is the upper part. I will still add that here. Make sure the upper part, that and the down part are lined together. I'll take 4.5 inches also on this side. So I will take it 6 inches length. So that is 2 inches above the hip line. So take my dart. I will take it, pin it do the other side also. That is 1 inch on, half inch on this side, half inch on this side. So we sew that, then I will join the upper part and the down part together. So I will turn it like so. I will make sure that line align together. Then pin them together. So I will sew here. This is the front panel. I will do the same thing to the back one after the dart measurement. So this is the back dart. The back dart will be 5.5 inches, not 4.5 inches because of the zipper allowance. So when you include the zipper allowance, it will turn to 5.5 inches. So I will still align them together. I will join the upper part and the down part together by pinning them. I'll do the same thing to the side. So I'll go ahead and sew them, join them, the upper parts and the down part, join them together, the front and the back. So I'll finish attaching the upper parts to the down part. This is the back panel. This is the down side. This is the This is the tape here. So this is the front panel. So we go ahead and attach the zip to the back side. This is how long my zip is. So I've already sewn this one, this side. So I left this place on, so this is where we attach my zip. So I'll pin my zip to that 1 inch sewing allowance, zipper allowance. And pin this side also. I will sew the zip to the dress on this side and sew this side. And after I've done that, I will turn this. I will join the both sides together. This is the back panel. Then I will lay the front one against the back one. So I will align the side seam together. So I will sew the shoulders and then sew the sides, both sides together, from the top to the bottom of the dress. Almost done. I finished joining the both sides together. This is the back side, and I've also attached the zip to the dress. So I will go ahead and attach the sleeve to it. I will cut out the sleeve. So I have a video on how to cut out sleeve in my channel. So I'll fold my fabric into two. I'm making a 3/4 sleeve. So I'll take the length of my sleeve. I'm taking 19 inches for sewing allowance. And I'll mark 9.5 inches. 9 inches normally, then ½ inch for seam allowance. So Connect it from here. Then the lower part, the round sleeve is 12 inches plus 1 is seam allowance. That's 7 inches. I'll connect this from here. I'm gonna cut it out. So I ended up using 4 yards of fabric. I mentioned 3 earlier, but because of the fish tail at the back and the A-line, now I'll sew it here. Finish sewing the sleeves, and I will go ahead and attach it to the dress. I will turn the dress to the wrong side. So this is the right side of the sleeve. I will tuck it inside. So make sure you match the side seam together. So I will do the same thing to the other sleeve and then sew it around here. So guys, I finished attaching the sleeve to the dress. Set the down part. I'm using this fringe like I said earlier. This is 8 yards and 6 inches length. So basically what I'm going to do is to attach it here, just by the shoulder here. Attach it here, take it across to the back. And now we attach it here also again. The waistline. I will attach it here, and I'll attach it here. So I'm doing 4 steps. One is by the shoulder. This one is the second one is by the waist. This is by the hip, and the last one is just below, few inches below the hip. So I'm gonna use a needle to tack it. Either I use a needle or I will sew it to the dress. So that's what I'll do. I'll use a needle to tack it to the dress. So I will just sew it here, sew the shoulder one, the 3rd step and the 4th step. I will do the same thing to the back side. So when I finish, I will show you guys. Okay guys, this is the finished look of the dress. So this is the fringe, this is the 4th step. I attach it here, then I take it across the back to the back side. So this is the 2nd step, this is the 3rd one, and this is the last one. I didn't use a sewing machine, I used a hand needle to stitch it to the dress. And here is the back side. So this is the back side, this is how it looks. And this is the front side. I just wanted to show you the outcome of the dress. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next one. Please subscribe to my channel if this is your first time of watching my video. I will see you on my next one. Love you. Bye. I want the down part to be very free.